Hello, church family. So, when I read this scripture for today, I keyed in on verse 13. It says, "Make allowances for each other's faults and forgive anyone who offends you. Remember, the Lord forgave you, so you must forgive others." And it made me instantly think of a story. I have told this a couple of times in classes that I've taught. I don't think I've told it in a sermon yet. So I apologize if you've heard this before. So when my girls were younger, probably Bailey was in middle school, so Emily may have been in elementary school. Emily wanted a bird. Toby, my husband, did not want the bird. And we talked about it and we decided we were not going to get a bird. So I had heard that there was a bird cage that somebody was giving away for free. And I said, to myself, we're not going to get the bird, but it probably won't hurt for me to go get the free bird cage just in case someday Toby decides that we can get the bird. And so I took his brand new car. It was black. And I went to this friend's house and I picked up the bird cage and I put it in the front passenger seat. And the girls were with me in the back seat. And we drove home with the bird cage. And we pulled into the garage and we got out of the car. And when I got out of the car, something distracted me or something, and the metal bird cage scratched the side of Toby's new black car, and it put a scratch down the passenger side of his car. And right there in the garage, my girls had seen it, and I had a dilemma. Was I going to tell my husband that I scratched his car with the bird cage that I had gone and got, even though we had decided together as a couple that we weren't going to get a bird, but really, I'd gone and got the bird cage and was going to probably get a bird in a couple of weeks anyways and guilt him into it. And my children were watching too, and so was I going to lie to my husband, because it was on the passenger side, so I really wasn't going to lie to him. It was I not going to tell him it had happened and hope that he'd noticed it a couple days later and thought that it happened when he was out and about traveling around. And so I decided that the best thing to do was to go in and tell him what had happened. And so I went in and I confessed to my husband what I had done, and he forgave me. And he said he loved me. And it was so beautiful because my children got to see this verse lived out in real life. Make allowances for each other's faults and forgive anyone. And remember, the Lord forgave you and you must forgive others. It was a beautiful chance for my children to see that we all make mistakes, and that we have to live up to our mistakes, and that when we live up to mistakes that we can be forgiven. And so it was a wonderful opportunity for everybody in our family to grow. And everybody always asks whenever I tell this story, did we get the bird? And we did. We ended up actually getting 2 birds, Dusty and Blue. So yeah, my husband's wonderful. So I look forward to talking to you next time. I hope you enjoy answering the questions and doing the activity. Bye-bye.